Hey gang, it's been a while. Happy New Year's to you. It's me, the guy who simply cannot read. Anyway, I was a bit sick today, so I decided to do some pondering with a migraine, and let me tell you, that never fucking works out, so don't ever do that. But I tried anyway, and I actually came up with something, and I realized that AI is stupid. I know, absolutely controversial take, and I didn't come up with it. I stole it from some other YouTuber who said the same thing. But But in all seriousness, it's actually kind of weird how many people rely on AI. I mean, technically speaking, like, at least most of the time, especially if you start a new chat, like, it will give you the right thing if you ask it a very specific question. But most of the time, if you're asking it to solve, like, a complex problem, or I guess, like, in this case, a programming problem, like, it will never give out the right solution, or it will give out the most basic solution that will work for however long. Like it's not a permanent solution. It's most like at most it's like a band-aid solution. And even still, like why the fuck would you do that to yourself? Because then you're not even just adding like what is it called? Like not even like 30 minutes of technical debt. That's like a day's worth of technical debt you're gonna have to sift through to figure out what the fuck is going on. And I remember I watched a video from some, I'm forgetting her name, but she does like YouTube shorts and like Instagram shorts, and she was talking about how like people are using AI to learn how to code. And at first I thought she was fucking psychotic and stupid, but then I realized that no, I'm stupid. But that's it. That's beyond the point. That's besides everything I'm talking about. Rather, she actually made the point that people are learning how to code because they're trying to debug their AI code. And you know what? Fair. I feel like at that point you're just gonna figure out how to do a. You're gonna figure out a program if you're gonna keep doing that. I mean, the way I learned basic like front end development was, and I'm not even joking by the way. I have a personal website that I completely vibe coded because I fucking hate front end design. And then at some point I realized this looks like shit. I'm just gonna do it myself. And so I didn't rewrite the entire thing, but I essentially just kept making my own modifications to get to where I want. I actually taught myself the basics of HTMX just so I can make it look nicer. Not the website, the code itself. I'm simply that fucking guy, unfortunately. And now at my job, I actually do a bit of front end design, not for like websites, though. I think I will be doing that, unfortunately. Uh, Usually I will cut stuff like this out, but I don't really know how to explain this. That pause is very necessary. And I want to explain to you guys that when God put me on this earth, he did not put me here to do front end design. I have you ever seen the Emacs documentation? That's what he put me here to do, to recreate shit like that. But all kidding aside, like, and I'm not talking about those code completion tools, like I guess similar to what an LSP is, but like obviously these two are completely different things. If you don't know what I'm talking about things like Copilot, or I think it was like Codium. I think they might have changed their name. I don't give a fuck. I don't use it. But like tools like that, I mean, listen, I guess it does save time, but they also introduced as I think the Primogen called it, the Copilot pause. So again, I don't have that problem anymore. So, and if you really like wait for your code to complete, then you should probably try programming without it, because then it will just let you improve upon yourself. But does programming actually improve like your code quality or even code output? I feel like every time I use like some sort of like AI model, like I always just go backwards. Like not kind of, like I completely regress. And that joke I made earlier about getting like a day of technical debt, like it's unironically worse than it is in most cases. Like if I were to build an entire project now, like I'm not gonna know what's there. All I know is I'm just gonna have to start sifting through a bunch of technical debt until I figure out not only what my project does, but also actually understanding what it's supposed to do. It kind of sucks. Besides that, I don't know. I just want most people's opinions on it because I feel like coding with AI is just stupid and shooting yourself in the foot, even if you want to do that. The best practice if you want to like get good at programming is to just start programming. And I got good at programming because, good, good. I'm ignoring that really bad stream I had. But, uh, God, my nose is running. Anyway, if you want to get good at programming, just start programming. Like you're never gonna get like anywhere without it. Like if you're in school right now and haven't done anything with any outside projects, you're fucking yourself over, dude. You gotta do something. You gotta actually work on yourself. I don't know, because a lot of these classes, especially, just don't really teach you what you need to learn, and I don't really exactly know what everyone needs to learn. Skill set's completely different, computer science broad, but I'm mostly going to be talking about why AI is shit, and you should probably avoid it when learning how to program. I guess if you, I guess if you're looking for something to, what's the word? I guess if you're looking for like a reference, because that's usually what I do a lot, is I try to find like a reference for something, and if I can't find it, then I'll, as a last resort, use AI. Even though I know it's the best thing ever, that's just how I work. I'm just like, if I see something done, I immediately know how to put it together with my current program. Sometimes it takes a little bit of extra time, but even still, I feel like that's the best way for me to go about things. Obviously, some people may argue otherwise, and that's okay. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm more or less talking about how AI is just gonna make you fucking stupid. I guess just another question. This is more of a general thing. Like, do you use AI? Do you even like AI? Like, I'm trying to figure out why I keep saying like so often, but also I'm just trying to figure out why people like again. I'm just trying to figure out why people are just like worshiping this thing as like some god when it doesn't even have feelings and it's literally just a chat bot. Not like a chatbot, actually just a chatbot. Like again with the like, my God, I have to stop. We gotta put an end to what we gotta put an end to AI, dude. Why do we have something called AI psychosis? Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I just wanted to do a little update and say Happy New Year's and where I've been. Also, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of an OS review with a Bazite. I think it'd be cool. Again, I've never really done virtualization before, or at least I'm not too familiar with it. I actually just did install VirtualBox. I know like what QEMU is also a very good alternative, but I'm like, how do I describe it? Like an ape who doesn't know how to use tools. So I need something with pictures to show me how to do things correctly. And besides that, I just want to say thank you all for watching. And if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing. If you didn't, please consider commenting why you hate me. It'll be okay. I can take the criticism. Anyway, I'll catch you all next one. Ciao.